Max Verstappen finished just over a second away from winning the Austrian Grand Prix, but according to Max himself, Red Bull threw away the victory. And looking back at the race, there are 3 moments where everything slipped away. Red Bull had the pace. Despite struggling with braking issues and multiple lockups, Verstappen fought past Hamilton on lap 11. But instead of clearing the Ferrari, the pair spent lap after lap battling. Every time Max made the move, Hamilton fought back. It was brilliant racing, but it cost Verstappen time. Meanwhile, George Russell quietly built a gap at the front that Red Bull never quite recovered. The biggest mistake came in the middle of the race. When Carlos Sainz stopped, the virtual safety car completely changed the race. Hamilton boxed immediately, Russell inherited the lead, but Verstappen had already committed to a different strategy. Instead of gaining cheap time under the VSC, Red Bull found themselves chasing the race. Max said afterwards that strategy was the reason victory slipped away, and it's difficult to argue. After the final pit stops, Verstappen was flying. He was setting fastest laps, he was catching Russell, and every lap the gap came down. But by the time Red Bull made their final stop, there simply weren't enough laps left. On the final lap, less than 3 seconds covered the top 3. Another handful of laps saw a slightly earlier stop and we could have been talking about a completely different race winner. And that's the frustrating part for Red Bull. The car clearly had the pace. Even with brake problems, lockups and losing time in battles, Verstappen still finished second. But Formula 1 isn't just won on outright speed, it's won through strategy. And at the Red Bull ring, Mercedes got every big decision right. Red Bull didn't, and that's why George Russell walked away with the victory. So what does this mean heading into Silverstone? If Red Bull can tidy up the strategy calls, Verstappen has every chance of fighting for the win next weekend. But Mercedes will be arriving full of confidence after getting every major decision right in Austria. And if Russell and Antonelli have found consistent race pace to match their qualifying speed, Silverstone could give us a genuine 3-way fight between Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari. One thing's for certain, Red Bull can't afford to leave another victory on the pit wall. Join me throughout the week for all the coverage.